partner Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. And off we go from East Rutherford. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
He's coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball and was seemingly in control the entire game. His defense all week, they talked about trying to bait him into making some mistakes, so he's got to be careful about falling into the trap. If he does that, I'll tell you what, I really like their chances.
Now, faking the give. Right side, and Higgins has the catch. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Taylor looking to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. We'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Giants.
Back to throw is Taylor. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Throwing, Taylor. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
On 4th down, they'll send in the field goal unit. This from an even 50 yards out. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Desperados will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
I don't think there's any way around it, Mike. I mean, this has been a disastrous start to this season. I know their expectations were clearly higher than how things have played out. At this point in the season, you just need to get a win. However it comes, whatever it looks like, you've got to change the energy in that building because the only way to learn how to win in the NFL is to win.
And they'll hold them to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Back to throw. Going for it all. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Desperados offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. Greg, I love the evolution of the NFL. Every 3-4 years feels like things change a little bit. Right now it feels like we're in a running back, running game era. Is that make sense to you?
Absolutely. And the league has such a funny way. Continuing to reinvent itself. Years ago, 15, 20 years ago, Mike, this was a running back-led league. It was play action. Quarterbacks were under center. And then what offenses realized was the best way to score points is to generate explosive plays. Get a bunch of yardage all at one time because it's very hard to sustain possessions in the NFL. So as a result, they said, okay, what's the best way to generate big plays? It's to throw the ball downfield. So it became a very pass-heavy league. And then now defenses had to answer. The days of the big defensive tackles, the 260-pound Mike linebackers, everyone now on the field had to be able to defend space and defend the pass, and there was a lot more air on the field created by the defenses. So now, as a result, the offenses are saying, okay, we're throwing into all these bad looks, all these teams playing dime and multiple defensive backs. We're now going to take advantage of smaller bodies on the field, and we're going to run the ball at you. So the way I like to classify it is, like, offenses aren't running the ball more because they want to. Offenses are running the ball more because defenses are encouraging them to do that and saying, I dare you to run the ball 40 times this game and generate enough big plays to score enough points to beat me.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Taylor. That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's first and goal.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second level.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Extra point try forthcoming. The kick is good, and the Desperados are out to a 10-0 lead.
Giants nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there.
And that's a heck of a return right there. I mean, he's going to bounce his way towards the left sideline. Just a ton of space over there to run, and they finally get him out of bounds. But not until he nearly managed to turn the corner and almost take it all the way.
The Giants offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is first and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
The RPO, that one is complete, and they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Giants are on the board. It's now 10-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The Desperados offense headed back to take over once more. They had that field goal on the opening drive, a touchdown last time they had it. 2 drives, 2 scores, and here's drive 3. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
They'll try to set up the screen here. That'll be good for 11 yards, still short of the first down marker, and third down coming up.
It's a gain of 11, and it's third down.
Here's Taylor. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
First down. A gain of 7. First down, Desperados.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. Not much there. Maybe a yard. With that, I want to give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. From the 43, here's second down and 9. On the RPO, it's a throw, and it's Higgins. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. Here's a third down and 4. Now, Taylor. That is caught. Finding Higgins. 17 yards on that connection. First down for Houston.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's first and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short. But he has picked up the first down.
First and goal, Houston.
They'll try to run this one in. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they shoved him backwards.
Second and goal this close to the end zone. It makes sense, Mike, to keep the ball on the ground, but what you're not planning for is that you suffer a loss. So give credit to this defense. They've now changed the entire equation. It's third and goal, but they're not so close anymore.
From the gun, here's a handoff. A second effort, and he is in. Touchdown, Desperados. His second rushing touchdown of the year.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
The extra point, up and good. And the Desperados move out in front by the score of 17-3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll start it here with a first and 10. The drive will start on the ground.
So So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-happy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Third and a yard.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Slot man in motion left. Open man left side. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Now he'll run it. A first down on the scramble. A gain of 16.
Giants, first down.
1st and 10.
At the 28-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. He gets this one to Moore. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And this one is recovered by the defense.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
They'll begin here on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. From the 20, here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Taylor. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. A gain there of 20. First down for Houston. They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw. This one complete to Higgins. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And we've seen this throughout the entire game. Like, these receivers are having a hard time uncovering against this secondary. You force a quarterback to throw into a lot of tightly contested windows, it's going to end up in the wrong hands.
Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That's another Giants first down.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happy. Gonna lose a yard. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
And he will have the first down. So they roll the dice on fourth down in the red zone. It pays off with first and goal. They'll look to throw again. That one, taken in. Touchdown, Giants. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand. Let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with first and 10. Back to throw is Taylor. The throw here is complete. Second down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Throwing, Taylor. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Now the offense will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. They'll throw here on third and short yardage. Moving outside the pocket, and the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. The Desperados out and ready to punt it away. A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard
Slot
line.
man in motion right. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Halftime coming up, and hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the third quarter. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Tight end, the motion man to the right. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second.
They'll motion the slot man right.
At the 32-yard
They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
A loss of 1.
Backfield empty. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down. The Giants sending out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And it'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Desperados offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Taylor looking to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds. Throwing now on 3rd and long. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down. The Desperados out and ready to punt as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. The Giants offense ready to see what they can do. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
He'll try the right side this time, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
At the 19-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Back to throw. He'll try to run for it.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Giants first down.
They'll go up here, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. That one complete to Moore. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
Now a give on the ground. Pick up of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Giants.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. The ball comes out. The defense has got it. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
Giants 10.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Giants offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down. Throwing now from the gun. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
Flush to his left. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 3. They'll try to hit him with a screen. Room to maneuver at the 35. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
To the ground, a first down run. And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
2nd and 7.
They'll stick with him again. Finding space at the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, New York. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Desperados offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll begin with first and 10. Now, Taylor. Throw across his body is complete, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down. A handoff as they try to run it here, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 6. About 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes third down.
A gain of 4. And it's
Taylor. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. They get 15 on that game. First down for Houston.
a gain of 15. First down, Desperados.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Up the middle they go. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It's third and 4.
No gain on the play. It's now third and 4.
Here's Taylor. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
To throw is Taylor. Catch left side is made by Higgins. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. He'll try and get there on the ground.
This is all about sensing the pressure. You can see him keeping his eyes downfield as long as he can. But ultimately he decides, I got to tuck this ball and become a runner. He's able to avoid the sack, pick up some positive yards.
So, a big one coming for their veteran kicker. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Giants offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. Ooh. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second and 3. Now they'll set up to throw. A throw on the move is caught. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 41 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
A short game, down to the 7. Now here's second and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal.
They'll put a receiver in motion right. He'll look to throw. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
Brings up third down and goal.
2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on third and goal. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Quick throw. Taken in.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Now a timeout for injury. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. So the field goal makes it a one-score game here in the fourth quarter as they kick it away. Johnson now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. For Desperados offense and their quarterback, ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Here now, 3rd and 5. Back to throw is Taylor. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down. And now here comes the punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. This one fielded out beyond the 25. Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. That's complete. Some more on the right side. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
Now a run on 1st down. And good, hard running there. He'll push his way forward, gain of about 5. From 41. Here's 2nd and 5. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They gain 18 yards on that one. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Here's 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that 1st down. They'll try to convert it on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
And he cannot get away. Brought down. And that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning. We are set for 4th and long. They'll drop to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot.
Now a give up the middle. And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
33-yard line.
And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Tackled up around the 45-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now a running play. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their second. And they'll get together prior to this second down play. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Loss of 2 yards. And it's
Third and 11. Throwing, Taylor. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The Giants offense ready to get back to work. They'll do so with first and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. It's first and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Crazy.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
They bring their tight end right. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it, and he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
At the 23-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down.
Loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Back to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. He'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught. And this is not going to do it. The defense comes through here in the final minute, and it may just be enough to get them a victory.
And it all came down to that play. The offense finds themselves trailing, all out of their timeouts. The defense knew they were one stop away from ending this game, and they came up big when their team needed it.
So it's a win for our visitors, and it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch.